This week, we show you the top things to do in the capital city of Mexico's smallest state, Tlaxcala. We stumble upon a festival unlike anything we've seen before, and finally, we visit a small Pueblo Magico known for its woodworking.
We are Georgia and David. We quit our jobs to travel full-time around Mexico with our 14-year-old Sheltie Poo Meep. Our goal is to take a picture with her in front of 100 Pueblo signs. Today we drove about an hour to the Pueblo of Tlaxcala, which is in the state of Tlaxcala.
Yeah, this is the capital, and it looks like they are preparing to have the World Championship of Archery next weekend. So there is a bunch of scaffolding and stadium-type seating all around the town center. And as you can see behind us is the main church. However, it is also covered in scaffolding, and it appears the entrance is completely blocked. So I don't know if we've come on the best day, but we're going to experience what we can.
We explored the main square and the small market selling local crafts and snacks. Unfortunately, the Legislative Palace was closed, so we weren't able to see the full stained glass ceiling. If you're able to get inside, this is what it should look like. This town was clean, manicured, and colorful.
I got the michiotes, goat slow-cooked in parchment paper in a slightly spicy, flavorful sauce. Of course, David ordered the giant plate of grilled meat, which included local cecina. So you can probably hear behind us, they weren't just preparing for the World Archery Championship here. They were actually having their own celebration, and it was so cool to see a lot of the masks and costumes that we've seen in many museums so far in Mexico actually on display in the actual way they're supposed to be used. So this is a super cool experience.
Georgia, you're right in the middle of it, too.
Yeah, I jumped up in the beginning, and then the family that was in front of me said that I could get in front to get a better view. And so I literally got hit in the face with some feathers.
We continued our stroll with Meep leading the way to the Plaza de Toros and the Catedral de Tlaxcala. Up some more stairs, we found the Capilla de Nuestra Señora del Vecino, and the view from the top was excellent.
We walked back down, and to our surprise, they were still celebrating. We decided to hike up even more stairs to check out 2 more churches.
So we just made a super difficult climb to another church.
And we have rewarded ourselves with ice cream. They actually had chili and nogata ice cream. So it is walnut, and then they even put the little granada or pomegranate seeds on top. Absolutely delicious.
So this is the climb we just made to that church. It goes up and up. All right, so we spent about 5 hours walking around Tlaxcala, and now we're getting ready to head back to Puebla.
It was an awesome city. Everything was super clean. All the buildings were very colorful. People were very friendly. It was very walkable. There were tons of places to stop to eat and to get drinks. We got food, we got pulque, we got ice cream. I really think that we're gonna have to come back here and spend a week, because
For sure.
it was probably one of our favorite places just to walk around. It wasn't so much that there was a ton to do as it was that it was just a pleasant way to pass some time.
And to us, it was a Pueblo Magico.
We really, really liked it.
Today we're in the Pueblo Magico of Tlaxco in the state of Tlaxcala, which is about an hour and 20 minutes or so from Puebla.
This Pueblo Magico is known for their woodworking. So they have a lot of hand-carved artesanías, and they have a woodworking museum.
All right, so we just checked out La Parroquia de San Agustin.
This church was one of the most beautiful that we've seen inside so far. There is gold everywhere, and there's a gentleman inside who told me that everything that I see that is gold is 24 karat gold, and that this church, the architect, was the same as the cathedral in Morelia, which is the capital of Michoacan. So we'll be seeing that church later, but this one was definitely impressive, especially for such a small town.
We continued on through the main square and took our family photo before looking for a meat-friendly restaurant for lunch.
We are at Antojitlan, which is a little Mexican restaurant that is right off of the central square here in Tlaxco. And we ordered from their menu del dia, which comes with a agua fresca, which ours is in the flavor of cantaloupe, which is super delicious. And then it also comes with your choice of soup, and then entree and side. So for our soups, we got the vegetable soup. David got the steak for his main. I got the pork, and then we both got potatoes as our side. So looking forward to digging in, because I'm quite hungry.
We just finished up lunch, and it was probably one of the cheapest meals we've ever had. In Mexico.
It was $50 per person for the menu del dia, and then $15 each for the bottles of water. So when it was all said and done, it was 150 pesos for both of us. We are now headed on to the Artesanía Market to go see what they have for sale.
As you would expect, since this town is known for its woodworking, there are tons of wooden souvenirs to choose from.
So right now we are in front of the Madera Museum, or the Wood Carving Museum, and the doors are closed. I'm not sure if they're just closed for lunch or maybe they're just open on weekends, but we probably wouldn't have been able to visit with Meep anyway. So if you do come by this town, you may want to check out the museum. I know one of the coolest things they have is a car that is made almost entirely out of wood. We've seen some other people on YouTube and in photos come to the museum, and that's kind of the most interesting part, is the car made entirely out of wood. As always, thanks for watching. If you have any recommendations for Puerto Escondido, please leave them in the comments down below. And if you haven't already seen our video about the little towns around Morelia getting ready for Dia de Muertos, check that video out here.